Hello everyone, my name is Lesego and welcome to it. This is Let's Touch Base with Lesego, where we discuss conversations that matter. So today we're going to be talking about HIV and AIDS. Doesn't it sound like a cliche? Well, we're going to be talking about this disease and all the stigmas that surround it and how it has, come as a disease and how far we've come with accommodating it as a nation. And considering that it's Pride Month, we're going to have to talk about, the implications it has on the LGBTQI community and all of those stuff. So today we have in studio. Okay, it's not in studio. We came to his room. Today we visited on the show by Mothibedi. Mothibedi, yeah. And the name is
What's my name?
Thebe Mothibedi, yeah. Okay. The name is Thebe Mothibedi. So I think you should introduce yourself to the viewers and the kind of information that you have and the extent to which you understand the disease.
Okay, as he has mentioned, I'm Thebe Mothibedi. I'm Thebe Mothibedi. Oh my God, no.
No, let's go on. I'm so not gonna edit this.
Yeah, as I said, I'm Thebe Mothibedi. I could say I'm an inspiring LGBTI activist. I work for the Institutional Office of HIV and AIDS, which is based in University of Johannesburg. I'm a student assistant in the Auckland Park campus, the Kingsway campus.
That's nice. That's beautiful. So I because this is not going to be an interview, we just gonna talk about how you feel, how you feel that the LGBTQI community is aware of this disease and the death toll that has risen. And we know that the stats in Johannesburg only are saying 500,000 people are affected by the disease. No, not affected, infected. So more people are affected by the disease.
Okay. First of all, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna start with your first statement. I think everyone is aware of the virus, and I don't think it directly pertains to the LGBTI, but I think everyone, whether your sexual orientation, you are aware of the virus. And for the LGBTI, it has been, or they've been targeted as the
high risk.
High risk group. So there are like things that are the measures that are put into place to lower down the transmission of the virus. For example, there's PrEP, there's ARVs also help in that. And in terms of the statistics that was given out for Johannesburg, we actually, in the office, we worked around it and we tried calculating, and then we found that actually there's roughly 5 million people living in Johannesburg. So now if you put it at a percentage, there's less than 8% of the people being infected. So the 500,000 sounds dramatic, but now if you put it into percentage, it's like 8%. Why are we screaming about it?
But it actually is dramatic. 500,000 people.
500,000, but now let's take it to percentage. 8%.
Yeah, 500,000 people are literally, I don't want to sound ignorant, but 500,000 people are somehow gradually approaching the grave.
No. One other thing we should look at now, I don't know if you know, but if you drink ARVs, then you live longer. So now if you're looking at the 500,000, we should think of how many of that 500,000 are actually living with. It's not that it's been like before, the rate used to be lower because people used to die. So now it seems high because people are living longer. If you drink your ARVs, then you're not even close to death.
That sounds okay. That sounds.
There's also what's this preventative measures. I mean, there's PrEP now. So if you drink PrEP, then okay, no, guys, can you start?
No, we're not starting. We're not. I'll try to crop off the parts where you're laughing, but we're not gonna start off again because it's time consuming. So let's talk about PrEP. Let's talk about PEP. Let's talk about TESP. Let's talk about these measures. And after we've spoken about post-exposure, pre-exposure, and treatment as prevention, we're going to talk about the the prevention measures,
Preventative measures.
preventative measures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if your viewers know about PEP, PrEP, and you call it TESP. Okay, we know it as U equals U. So with PEP works as a morning after pill. That's what we like to bring it to, because with women, you drink a morning after pill after you've had sex without a condom, and yeah. So PEP is a post-exposure prophylaxis, which basically helps you after you might have
been in contact with the
yes,
disease.
yes. And then we have what we call PrEP, which is a contraceptive, works as a contraceptive, where contraceptives help you prevent pregnancy. So with PrEP, it's a pre-exposure prophylaxis, meaning that it helps kick the virus out, keep it out before you contract it. And then TESP, like I said, you know it as U equals U, which is undetectable equals untransmittable. So what we mean by undetectable is that if you continue drinking your ARVs as instructed by your doctor or nurse, then you get to a point where the HIV virus is so suppressed, the viral load is so suppressed that you cannot pick it up with the rapid test that is usually used. So if it's undetectable, then you can't transmit it.
So let's say I'm very promiscuous. I'm not. Let's say I am. I'm not.
Okay, fine. Yes.
I'm not. So let's say I'm a promiscuous person and I decide to go and have, because you said PrEP helps, kick out the virus before you can come in whenever you're in contact with it. Does this mean I'm safe now to go and, woohoo, I can have sex without a condom because...
Okay, one other thing people don't understand or misunderstand about PrEP is that, yes, it helps prevent you from getting the virus. Nothing is 100% guaranteed. You can take your contraceptives and still fall pregnant. Nothing is guaranteed. So with PrEP, what happens is people usually take it a few days before going to have sex, or the hour before, and then you continue after. It actually takes, to be safe, 20 days before it can be able to kick it out. So if I can't take PrEP today and then next week have sex, I need to wait that 20 days. I think they said it's 14, but to be safe, it's 20 days.
I read up, it said 20.
And then there's also what we call PrEP on demand, which is, it's also PrEP, but you take it, I think it's 4 or 7 hours before having intercourse, and then you have it for 3 days after having intercourse. So people usually, I don't know if they mix it up or what, because then initially I didn't know that there's PrEP and PrEP on demand, because I have a friend who's taking PrEP on demand and told me, no, you can only take it like a few hours before, and I would have made the mistake of taking PrEP in the same way. Yeah, but I think with PrEP on demand, the last time I spoke to the people who work at that, they said that they do not, Department of Health has told them not to distribute it anymore.
The PrEP on demand.
PrEP on demand.
Which is good, because I feel like people are now gonna, because we all know, right? My target audience are young people, so I'm gonna say this. We all know that flesh is nicer than...
So saying the guy who's not promiscuous.
I'm not promiscuous, I promise.
So where do you get that from?
I've heard people say, I've caught it. It's nicer than... So please don't go and...
But can you discuss how is it a good thing that you've stopped it?
It's good because people are now going to learn to go and take that one which is prolonged, the 20 days one, and after doing...
Are we sure that they're going to do that?
Condom usage then. If you don't...
We need to understand where I am, and I mean, I can't be drinking... Okay, personally, I am not for... I'm obviously going against what I believe, but I'm not for PrEP. I'd rather go for PrEP on demand. If I had to choose, I'd rather go for PrEP on demand. Because you also need to remember that every medication that you intake has an effect on your body. So now, if I'm going to be drinking PrEP, some way, somehow, it's gonna affect my levers. And that's one question I keep asking, and no one actually says to me, oh, okay, no, actually it does affect or not. Because apparently, if you're on PrEP, then every 3 months you need to go for a checkup or something like that.
Because every medication has got side effects. You're making a point there. But when you said you're for PrEP on demand, I took it to a point whereby I thought you're saying, no, because, it is what it is. It's whatever, it's whatever. What if
No, but with PrEP on demand, I know, mate. I don't think it's such a coincidence.
What if I slide into someone's DMs and it happens that, come over?
Yeah, you're not going to just come over. You know, like, personally, I know if I'm going to have intercourse, I know. So at least if it's PrEP on demand, I'm just going to drink that one pill before I go there. And then I have 3 pills after that. It's only 4 pills. Until the next time I feel, oh, you know what, I'm going to have this. Rather than keep on drinking from the beginning.
But is PrEP and PEP, are they available on over the shelf, over the counter? Are they available?
With PrEP, yes, it is available. PrEP on demand, I don't know, because the people I spoke to from a clinic that deals with MSMs, which are men who sleep with other men, and they had discontinued PrEP on demand because of the instruction from the Department of Health. So yeah, for PrEP, it is available. Even off the counter, it's available. There are just certain clinics that you can get it.
But don't you think that they discontinued it because maybe it had more, what do they call it? More milligrams of whatever chemical that they're using for this, and it was actually more detrimental as compared to the PrEP.
I think it might have been more expensive. I don't think, because obviously before they introduce something to the public, they need to test it. Mm-hmm. And this is not the testing period because it was done prior. So I don't think it would have had such a bad effect on the human body. I just think because now the clinic I'm referring to is actually a free clinic. So now if the government has to produce PrEP on demand for people, then it might be quite costly.
True. So you said you might, do you know of any clinics, maybe two, where, especially around Auckland, because my target audience is the University of Johannesburg, the students in the University of Johannesburg. So where do you think they can find PrEP without having to pay, and where they can find PrEP without having to pay?
There's the clinic I've been referring to. I've been avoiding the name because I don't know if I'm allowed to include people's company names, but it's called Engagements Health. Mm-hmm. It's I don't know if you know Health for Men.
Health for Men.
It's similar to Health for Men, but they deal with strictly MSMs and people who do not identify. They say, I don't know how they put
it. Like those condoms that I saw in your office.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say in my room. But anyway, yeah, they are found at 27 boxes, and you can just.
I saw that online.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. That was Thebe Mothibedi briefing us about, all these heavy things that we have to deal with as the young people, taking medication like you're sick when you're actually just, protecting yourself against this. So I'm gonna pour my heart out to you. Yeah, English. I'm gonna pour my heart out to you. Dealing with whatever that you're dealing with, we have, as a country, we have so many things that we can assist with. So I'm just gonna tell you to search for help. Depression is real. My last episode I was talking about bipolar disorder and depression. So depression is real, HIV and AIDS is real, bipolar is real. Find help. From Lesego. Good night.